Hello there, guys. Today I'm just going to give you a short and sweet talk through of freestyle painting a palm leaf. I have these beautiful palms in my studio and kind of all over my house, and I find it to be a really relaxing exercise to sometimes just do absolutely zero planning and just pick up the paintbrush and paint and see what happens. I found painting this whole palm leaf to be incredibly relaxing. So, first things first, whenever I do a less serious painting, I always use this Canson lower quality paper. It's not incredibly expensive, and because of that, I don't feel too precious about it, and I sometimes feel like I do better work on it. I am also using my trusty watercolor palette. I think it's almost time to re-up this, but all my paints are just kind of laid out here, and I have a variety of different brands. I didn't film the first half or the first 2/3 of painting this, but that's okay because it's basically the same technique throughout, so you'll get the idea. Essentially, what I do is I start by just painting a sweeping spine. I tried to use the principle, if not the exact technique, of sumie, so just really owning the initial stroke and not planning anything and not getting too caught up on getting anything precise, because nothing is precise in nature, and that's the beauty in it. So from there, I just start painting each of the little leaves on the palm tree. There is a beautiful symmetry in palm leaves that I think is what makes them so captivating, both to paint and to look at. So each of the little stems starts so tiny, and it has its matching counterpart on the other side, but at the same time, they're all different as well. I think my favorite part of painting this, and I think what makes it work from an aesthetic perspective for me, is the fact that you really vary the colors and the saturation of the watercolor on each leaf. So I didn't use the same paint dip on any single leaf. You'll see what I do to get the shape is I go in and I carefully just make one sweeping line, and then I actually go back and kind of add that extra color and the variation and stuff like that. I purposely left a lot of, I guess you could say, paint pools, so that when it dries, as you can see on the dry side over there, you get that lovely watercolor effect, which I personally really like. The beauty of painting this for me is it took, I would say, about an hour and a half. It does take a lot of focus, but you can get a finished result pretty quickly. This kind of makes me want to paint more botanicals like this and maybe sort of turn it into a product line or something like that. I did end up digitizing this, scanning it in, and I have it available at some local shops around here, and I also have it available on my Etsy shop, and so there is a link to that below. But if you guys decide to try to paint your own palm leaves, do share. That kind of stuff makes me really happy. So I hope you enjoyed this little talk through, and I will talk to you again soon. TTFN.